Look around your neighborhood. What makes it tick? Is it the food? The architecture? Or simply the people? From Toa Payoh to Geylang, Jurong to Tiong Bahru, each neighborhood has its own unique identity, history, and each character will tell you a different story.
I think Geylang is unique because it plays the role of a new Chinatown. It's not where I go to feel Singaporean. It's where I go to find out about the people who have built my home.
They control different lorong. Lorong 4 and Lorong 6 were all controlled by different gangs.
Bagi saya, Jurong ni tempat ibarat macam lumbung emas.
One neighborhood, many different ways to see it. This is a journey into our heartlands, as we travel through our hometowns and show how life has evolved right at your doorstep. This is Project Neighborhood. It's a pretty charming place. A thriving heartland. Many say it's a place where we can find some of the best things the nation has to offer. In one of the oldest neighborhoods on the island. The story of Tiong Bahru is one of a big part of our heritage.
The whole area of Tiong Bahru will continue to serve as a heritage, some sort of a heritage housing enclave, but at the same time it's constantly evolving because there are new people moving in.
She is not only a food paradise. Tiong Bahru revolutionized the way we eat.
因为这边你可以吃出他们自己的本身家常味道，就是有那种回家的感觉。
Perhaps, just like the rest of us today, Tiong Bahru loved to have fun. She had some of the best places to go at the time. And some are still entertaining others today.
No, 1, 2, 3, 4.
She was also famous in some rather unique ways. But behind all this, Tiong Bahru hides a dark and troubled past. This was the site of the biggest fire in Singapore's history.
You know, looking at the black smoke sky, so confusion, sound, and everyone was running.
She rose from the ashes to help form the blueprint of modern housing on the island. Her form and function is celebrated by the people in every way imaginable.
It's a mixture of memory, architecture, and I create this piece of work.
Little champagne in your coffee in the morning.
This old neighborhood has attracted the new generations in more ways than we can ever imagine.
Runaway train. I have seen the sun inside you.
The story of Tiong Bahru is one that has been an inspiration to many.
Baby, close your eyes, I'll be right beside you.
This is a story about our heritage. Located in the central part of the island, this small neighborhood is less than 5 kilometers away from the city center. But it is worlds apart from the hustle and bustle of the urban life. It's a charming little place. More than 50,000 people live in the heartlands, in one of the oldest estates on the island. This 79-year-old neighborhood holds the key to some of the earliest memories of Singapore. Perhaps she even provides a glimpse to a part of our identity.
I would describe Tiong Bahru as a dynamic neighborhood that's constantly evolving, with the past and the present elements being juxtaposed together in the same space. In that respect, I think the whole area at Tiong Bahru will continue to serve as a heritage, some sort of a heritage housing enclave, but at the same time it's constantly evolving because there are new people moving in, so it's a dynamic sort of setting.
And for Singaporeans, there is perhaps nothing more iconic of our past than food. Tiong Bahru is a feast for the senses. Hundreds of people flock to Tiong Bahru Market every day to indulge in some of the best local fare the island has to offer. It is a one-stop hub for true Singaporean food.
在这边，这些小贩呢，他们都是用自己的拿手自己的方式来做菜，就是做的这些食物。然后这些食物呢，就有他们本身自己的精髓跟味道，所以你在这边吃，跟在外头很多地方吃，你会感觉比较不一样，因为这边你可以吃出他们自己的本身家常味道。
This bustling food center holds clues to something that we take for granted today. The name Tiong Bahru comes from two languages. Tiong means tombs in Hokkien, and Bahru means new in Malay. As the area was being developed, a significant number of hawkers set up food stalls in this old estate, just like the other early neighborhoods of Singapore. These food stalls were a pretty simple affair. They were mobile and sold everything that you could think of, from satay to chui kueh. Mr. So Chuan Siu used to sell food from one of these mobile stalls during the early 1950s. He sold an old culinary icon that is still enjoyed by Singaporeans today. Prawn noodles.
卖的都是这些咯，跑来跑去而已嘛，都是这几样的面类呀，这样，好像红豆汤啊、绿豆汤啊、番薯汤这些，也是有。跑来跑去这样，一个人卖一种东西了。就抽期的时候，马达来的，我们怕罚款嘛，有的跑咯，跑得掉就跑了，跑不掉不是给他罚款咯。
Before the Tiong Bahru market opened in 1955, the hawkers here petitioned for a proper place in the new building. Less than 5 years later, the Tiong Bahru Food Center was born. As one of the oldest markets and food centers around, it offered something that we take for granted today. The Food Center. A one-stop place where we can find any food you fancy under one roof. It is perhaps a shopping mall of culinary delights. And unlike many other food centers we know today, approximately 1/3 of the stalls here were the original hawkers who plied their trades along the roads of Tiong Bahru. Even Mr. So is still around today, whipping up his prawn noodles for the people, a recipe that he has kept the same for over 60 years.
中马路会这样特别的，就是说初期的时候，新加坡没有这样多小贩中心，而且通通这些是有经验的老人家来做，所以他们一代传一代，现在这样传下去，变成东马路一个名很好听这样。
Tiong Bahru has perhaps changed the way we look at food today. She is a food paradise. But just around the corner from here, there is a clue to another part of Tiong Bahru's history that's almost forgotten. The bird singing corner at the Link Hotel reminds us that Tiong Bahru used to be a hotspot for an activity that was iconic in Singapore during the 1970s and 1980s. Bird singing competitions. After World War II, many locals adopted the British hobby of keeping birds as pets. As the years progressed, more than 12 bird singing competitions were held in Tiong Bahru and many other Singaporean neighborhoods yearly. The ones in Tiong Bahru, however, were one of the most popular. More than 700 birds will be showcased at any one time. There were the Merba Jambul, Mata Putih, and Shama. Judges would decide who wins by their bird's loudness, variety, posture, and stamina.
中马路以早期我觉得很特别，就是说，它吸引到很多地方的人都下来了，甚至嘎东啊那些他们喜玩鸟的人，拜六礼拜一定下来这边钓鸟的，所以集中多了啊，就很成功了。
Now, however, it is a part of Tiong Bahru that is all but forgotten. Others have tried to revive the sport, but it was not to be. Mr. Lee Peng Chun now goes to the nearby estate of Bio Crescent to literally show off. More than 20 people gather here every weekend to celebrate a new take on an old sport.
早期这个中马路钓鸟的地方可以说是个地标来了，甚至飞机场啊有一些介绍的那个传单在那边，所以游客到那边有时候拿到那个传单就找到这个钓鸟的地方了。
Just like how she has progressed through the years, the neighborhood has moved on. Tiong Bahru now sings to a different tune. But her story of heritage is not over. 53 years ago, Tiong Bahru was home to one of the most historic entertainment venues in town.
Get up close with the Teen Titans this school holidays at Octo's World. Even the parents are excited about the mascot parade. Yes, you can even touch them and take photos. Tickets only at $10 each or get 4 for $30. For full details, log on to cinemsn.com/OctoWorld. Get your tickets now. Octo's World is brought to you by Shentai Toys, Clorox, Adam Koo Learning Center, Canon, Resorts World Sentosa, Singapore.
Ordinary people sometimes do the most astonishing things.
Catch Agatha Christie's Marple every Friday, 10 p.m. on AOK.
Today is bringing rates down to give advertisers an early Christmas bonus. So there's more reason to be merry. Because you pay as low as $7,400 for 4 insertions. It's a snap to advertising today. Call 6333-9888 today. Don't wait.
我怎么看您都是个男的。
怎么看您都是个女的。废话。
Next on Octo's Film Art, don't miss this critically acclaimed true story.
谁要是毁了他这份孤单，这就毁了梅兰芳。
Of China's greatest opera star.
甭管什么，都是来看梅兰芳的。
Be captivated by Chen Kai-guess, forever enthralled. Sunday, 10 p.m. on Octo's Film Art. If you love to perform, dance, sing or act, and are between 9 to 14 years old, then you're the one we're looking for. So come down to the auditions of Octo Star on the 3rd and 4th December. Log on to cinemsn.com/Octo to find out more and to register. Registration deadline is 18th November. See you there. I like the way you move. The search is on. Want to be the next big thing on TV but don't know how? Get an edge ahead of your peers in the Octo Star Bootcamp. Get performance tips and tricks and learn all about what to look out for during the upcoming auditions. What's more, personalized one-to-one coaching on your audition piece is also available. Hurry, call 6435-8000 to register or log on to www.esma.sg. Proudly brought to you by Singapore Media Academy, igniting ideas.
It's a neighborhood that holds clues to our recent past. More than 70 years ago, this small area was home to one of the most popular entertainment venues in the city-state. A modern, thriving shopping hub. Built in 1997, 150 shops and entertainment facilities pack the Great World City. It's a prime venue for the people of this neighborhood, and also a clue to an illustrious past. More than 70 years ago, Great Wall City was a very different place. Built in the 1930s, the area was home to one of the most popular entertainment venues in the country, the Great Word Amusement Park. This vast land was home to cinemas, theaters, and theme parks, offering entertainment for the masses. Even Elizabeth Taylor came to the grand reopening of Great Wall Amusement Park in 1958.
Basically, in the post-war era, there was not a lot of entertainment sort of establishments, not a lot of entertainment areas in Singapore for people to relax and so in that respect, Great World presents the population with this avenue for them to have fun and to spend some money and to relax.
And back then, one of the most popular things that Singaporeans did in this big amusement park was perhaps something like what we're used to today. They took the rides. There was a wide variety of rides in the Great Wall Amusement Park, ranging from simple roller coasters to bumper cars, and the famous ghost train ride. Mr. James Seah used to frequent the area for the rides during the 1960s.
Great World was great in the sense that this is the only place where we have a chance, you know, for these village folks, those who stays in Bukit Ho Swee area. And the first time I visited, I have to be properly dressed, even wearing my shoes, and so was my mother. Yeah, so you find that it's not a place where simply you just go around the Great World wearing sandals or clogs or slippers. So it was really as if a place that only children at that time would find that is the only place where they can have the fun land. And that is my experience. Wow, it's something new I've never been before. As a young boy, the first thing that attracted to me is the joyride that's inside the amusement park. Yeah. So at the time when I visited, there was a trade fair around the area. And the whole place is so bright, you know, and with lots of kids also. Their family brings them to have the fun land over there. So the joyride is actually based on the different charge of, say, 30 cents to up to 50 cents for each joyride. Most attractive things to me that time was the ghost train. Ghost train, and then there was those kind of racing car which are used. There was a carousel. There was things like, you know, these joyride with airplanes and so on that are located inside this Great World Park.
But Great World's good times were short-lived. As Singapore progressed, Tiong Bahru was transformed. The area was torn down in the early 1980s, making way for new developments. Today, the area is worlds apart from the days of the past. But some semblances of it still remain today. And one man is still practicing what he has been doing in his old entertainment hub for the past 50 years.
Little champagne in your coffee in the morning, hoping you can make it through the day.
71-year-old Mr. Sunny Lau is preparing to teach a class in a job that he knows very well. Ballroom dancing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going as I see you go. 1, yeah, look up, yeah. Quick, slow, and slow, yeah, slow.
Having learned the craft from his father, back when he was living in Tiong Bahru, he and his sister, who was his partner, won numerous social dancing competitions since the 1960s and 1970s.
Ready, go, slow, quick, slow, rock, slow, quick, slow, rock, quick and slow.
And they performed in Great World Cabaret regularly during the 1960s.
You see, Great World is called Great World Amusement Park. Now, this Great World Amusement Park, you have what? You have this merry-go-round, you have all joy rides and all that, you know, and you have a lot of shops, you know. And then, of course, there's one building which is called the Great World Cabaret. Now, this Great World Cabaret is for people who love how to dance, go there. Actually, dancing from all walks of life, you know. We have people like clerks, taxi drivers, you have managers, you know, executives and so on. Those days, those people who wish to dance without partners, they go to the cabaret, they have to buy coupons to dance with the cabaret girls. Every dance you have to give the cabaret girl one coupon to dance one dance. People do bring partners to go there and dance, yeah? But those without partners, they will go there and buy tickets to dance with the cabaret girls.
Back then, dance shows were held frequently in Great World Cabaret. Audiences were treated to performances of ballroom dancing, getai, and different forms of social dancing in the theaters of this amusement park. For Mr. Sunny Lau, things have come full circle. It is quite a show. The story of Tiong Bahru is a showcase of our nation's heritage. A story that is apparent in how we used to live. the struggles that we encountered in the past.
Come on down to Octo's biggest family event and bring out your magic wands. Be dazzled by never-before-seen glow-in-the-dark costumes. You could even get your picture taken with Princess Lightheart. Tickets only at $10 each, or get 4 for $30. For full details, log on to cinemsn.com/OctoWorld. Be a part of all these and more, only at Octo's Weekend Hall of Awesomeness. Get your tickets now from Cystic.
Octo's World is brought to you by Shentai Toys, Clorox, Adam Koo Learning Center, Canon, Resorts World Sentosa, Singapore.
Next on Octo's Animal Night Friday. This is us, as never seen before. Human Planet, tomorrow, 9 p.m. Only on Octo's Animal Night Friday.
Bright skin is every woman's dream. We want it smooth and firm. Is it asking too much to want radiance too?
SK2's facial treatment essence with Patera has been proven to improve all 5 dimensions of skin for crystal clear results.
Smooth, doing, bouncy too. Fair. Skin glows from within. My skin's better, and I feel wonderful.
Exclusive SK2 festive sets are available from just $99.
Crystal clear skin, SK2.
Get your kicks on Route 66. Now you go through St. Louis, Joplin, Missouri, and Oklahoma City looks mighty pretty. You'll see Amarillo, Gallup, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Memphis last night. A tasket, she took my yellow basket. And if that girl, it don't return it, I don't know what I'll do. Oh, gee, I wonder where my basket could be.
If you love to perform, dance, sing or act, and are between 9 to 14 years old, then you're the one we're looking for. So come down to the auditions of Octo Star on the 3rd and 4th December. Log on to cinemsn.com/Octo to find out more and to register. Registration deadline is 18th November. See you there. I like the way you move. The search is on. Want to be the next big thing on TV but don't know how? Get an edge ahead of your peers in the Octo Star Bootcamp. Get performance tips and tricks and learn all about what to look out for during the upcoming auditions. What's more, personalized one-to-one coaching on your audition piece is also available. Hurry, call 6435-8000 to register or log on to www.esma.sg. Proudly brought to you by Singapore Media Academy, igniting ideas.
This is a story of how we grew up and the struggles we faced. Reflected in a part of Tiong Bahru that is perhaps one of the smallest enclaves on the island. Close to 20,000 people live in the HDB heartland of Bukit Ho Swee. It is a modern neighborhood, but one with a dark past. 50 years ago, the landscape was completely different. This HDB estate rose from the ashes of the biggest fire in Singapore's history. During the 1960s, the area around Bukit Ho Swee was home to one of the poorest squatter settlements in Singapore. Thousands of people lived in cramped and unsanitary conditions in the old atap houses